You play that one-handed?
I play every game one-handed.
You play every game one-handed?
I use the arrow keys.
I use the mouse.
No, because I have multiple monitors. If I scroll with them, it goes off the other monitor, so I use the arrows.
Yeah, hand on my nuts 4 hours straight.
That sounds awesome.
It was amazing.
Fighting war with your hand on your nuts?
I bet you a lot of drone pilots are doing that.
For sure. Do you ever think they use like a second monitor and are watching like a PewDiePie video?
Probably.
Yeah.
What's the closest you've in your head? Like you shook somebody's hand that jacked off earlier that day.
Oh man.
I bet you it's under an hour.
I bet it's like college and going to hang out with somebody like at night at their apartment.
Dapping up.
Pre-game.
Or no, you know what? It could be here when we bring in guests and they check into the hotel and then they come to the office.
That's gotta be it. Because that's the first thing I do when I get into a hotel.
I think T-Bob was 15 minutes last week.
Yeah.
We might have been 15 minutes from him jacking his dick to shaking our hands.
When was the last? Okay, do you think you shook a hand in the past week that has jerked off in the past 6 hours? Guarantee.
Yeah,
Guarantee you've touched a jerked hand.
Well, it depends on like how many people are waking and jerking.
No, I think that's pretty crazy.
I'm night only. So if you're night only, you're not going to be touching that many that are 6 hours.
I don't really have a time that like I don't have a window.
A lot of people are, jerk, clean up, bed, wake up, go the next day.
Yeah.
I'm more like I have to be activated like a sleeper cell. There has to be something that does it.
Well, there's moments where I'll be sitting at home being like, it's time to go to bed. I guess I have to. It's just time.
Yeah,
I had one of those.
I guess I'm due one.
I'd say like half of mine are like, it's got to be done.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I did one not too long ago. We might have talked about it on this podcast. I did a nostalgia jerk.
What's that mean?
I jerked off to the first video of porn I ever watched.
Wow, that's nice.
It was really cool.
Yeah,
I felt young again. My dick was like even smaller.
Yeah. Retro night.
Yeah, it was retro night. Like because everybody remembers their first video that they.
Yeah, I don't remember the video, but I remember mine was Carmen Electra, the one.
Okay.
I don't at all. I just remember the emotion.
I don't remember my video either.
You don't remember your video? I bet you if you heard like a sound or a snippet or even a smell that you smelled,
they all
while
sound the
watching
same.
It. No. Mine had like electro house to it.
Why?
It was a chick dancing in a window with like a scarf. I remember I found it on funnyjunk.com. It's because sometimes funnyjunk.com would have like porn.
They have to get some porn in there for clicks.
Yeah. Anyways, here, I'll clap.
You mean that's your reply to what I'm going to say? No, you're just going to say, like, no, that's a new untold story. Yeah, okay. Hey, is that story old or told? Fuck no, baby! It's a new untold story. A new untold story. It's a fresh, big, untold story. A new untold story.
New Untold Story episode 450.
You know who I tracked down?
Who?
The baseball chick.
Who's
Which
the
baseball chick?
Oh, the
Morgana?
streaker chick.
Morgana the Kissing Bandit?
She has some very high quality nude photographs.
Oh, really?
And I thought about going retro, and I didn't.
See, I wouldn't.
Because it was a little bit
hers
too
was
much
so
of-
big.
I can't do that, and I can't do retro. I can't do vintage like that. And I feel weird jerking off to somebody who's perished.
That's a rule I have. I don't do that.
That's homage. That's
not an homage.
That's an homage.
No, that is a sick, depraved move. There's a lot of alive people you could jerk off to.
I actually am so glad you said that, because I was thinking about that the other day, that I don't jerk off to people that have passed away, and I was like, "There's no way for me to like bring this up."
You can
naturally.
appreciate, like, you could look up Anna Nicole Smith. She probably really did it for you. You probably you have more Anna Nicole jerks than all of us combined.
No, I don't think so.
Yes,
I was never an
you
Anna Nicole
do.
guy. There was too much.
That is the most. You're the most Anna Nicole guy I've ever met.
The fields were too rich with busty women back then. Like she was only a
I
lily
think we're
in
in
a
the
field of
bustiest
lilies.
era of
We're in a
women.
busty era now, but in the 90s it was popping off. You had Pam
90s.
Anderson, Jenny McCarthy over here. Yeah, so it was getting crazy out there.
But,
The 90s was the boom
Jenny
era.
McCarthy was. Pam Anderson did.
It was hard to break through.
Yeah, I think.
Were you jerking off to DVDs?
Yeah.
Just wait. Were you like? Wait. Were you jerking off with DVDs? Were you fucking the hole in the middle of it?
Not the thought of DVDs. This technology.
This tech is amazing. You don't have to rewind. There's a scene selection.
I could just skip, jump.
Also, a DVD looks like a titty.
It does. It does. My boy Cleveland, his dad had a bunch of porn DVDs, and I remember it was a black ass, but the hole of the DVD was her asshole, and that was awesome.
That's innovation.
But you couldn't watch. Well, you couldn't watch the DVD and play with the hole though,
unless you had one of those cool DVD players. Or remember the music player where the
vertical in there? Yeah,
it was clear. That was cool.
Oh, I bet you're itching for like. I bet you love displaying your physical media CD rack.
No, I actually am in a point in my life where I've just abandoned all physical media, and I am now that I've built up a little bit of money, I'm thinking about building the whole thing back
from scratch.
I'm surprised you're not a record guy.
I'm not a record guy. I was done at the tail end of records age-wise. By the time I came around, I was at the butt end of 8-track and then cassette tapes for a while, and then CDs were like when I was 11 or 12.
I was cassette tape when I first started.
Yeah, so I was right in that era, but I was after records. I was after 8-tracks for the most part. But I do want to build. I was right on the DVDs. Yeah, 99, 2000.
The way you could display those DVDs, like the rotating one that was like remote control powered.
Yeah.
My buddy Patrick Trosh, his brother Harry had.
Patrick was hairy.
Patrick was a hairy young boy. Yeah.
But he had a brother named Harry.
Harry Trosh. Yeah. His sleepover every year on America Ave in Wheeling. We went to his backyard. Every birthday party he had, every sleepover he had was a Sasquatch hunt. We went in his backyard and hunted for Sasquatch.
That would make sense.
Until like freshman year of high school.
How'd you get to that sequitur at all? We were right in the middle of DVD talking.
Harry Trosh had the best CD display thing I've ever seen. He had like the old McDonald's bubbler tube, but in the sides of it was
oh my goodness
his CDs.
That's baller.
Yeah,
I think you could really judge a person back then by how they like if they had a TV. They have a TV like on their wall, and it was surrounded by DVDs. Or like DVDs on top, all to the side shelves. This was a rich person. This person was not.
And anybody that had an entertainment system.
Well, let me ask you this: when you were driving in your car, what was your CD display of choice? Were you a Dash or whatever that thing is called?
I'm a book man.
Were you that, or were you a book?
I was a book man, a 4x4 book, 2x2 book.
2x2 book.
Yeah,
I was a 4x4 book.
4 per page.
2 yeah
2 by 2
yeah. But if it's splayed open, you're looking at 8 CDs.
I think I had 100. I had like the one that had 100, and I felt like a god because I had it filled.
Yeah, me and my friends were all the Rolodex ones.
Oh yeah, that's
the ones where you just like unzip and then it's
I didn't.
Yeah,
that was fine.
It wasn't really a choice. It was for whatever reason just what we all.
That's rocked. What you did, and then the car we had though, you had to put the CDs in the trunk. Did you have that?
So I had one. I bought an Isuzu Rodeo that had one in the trunk.
Yeah, that's where we had to put our CDs.
Then I moved up to a Ford Explorer, and it was right here in the.
That's nice.
This thing.
It was a 6 CD changer, but it was in the trunk, so you could only change your CDs when you stopped the car.
CD changers we thought were going to be the height of technology. They were really just kind of pointless. You can change your CDs in person. You don't have to have a machine.
It was fast. You could change CDs fast, but. I mean, but
you were stuck with the same 6 CDs because you're never changing that thing out.
No, my college car was a Mazda 6, and it didn't have an auxiliary port, so I was still burning CDs. 2012,
that's
2014,
awesome.
Late in the game.
It's a shame that I believe the period of time where we were burning our own CDs and taking them to the car was probably the peak of American existence.
That was the first time I really started lying to women because you would like make a CD for a chick. But they would not want to hear my music, so I was throwing on shit that I had never heard.
Wait, was your music too girly for him?
Yeah, probably a little too girly. Yeah, no, my music was too fucking masculine and scary.
Your music had dicks and balls.
Yeah, they were singing about their dicks and balls.
This actually segues to something I wanted to ask you, Brandon.
Yeah?
Does the date February 9th, 1995 mean anything to you?
You've been talking to my sister?
What?
Well, yeah, obviously you have.
What significance does the Navy Ford probe have in your life?
So you've been talking to my sister. February 9th, 1995. I skipped class with John Hamlin, Corey Billups, and Che Anderson.
Wait.
My mom.
White, black.
White, black, yeah. It was 4 of us. We were supposed to go. I was in 10th grade. We were supposed to go to Southside Elementary, which is about a mile away, and tutor the young kids because we were part of the gifted class. Instead, we went back road riding, and there was a railroad track that was very elevated, and if you got speed, you jumped like Dukes of Hazzard.
You get air.
And we would always do it. And so February 9th, 1995, we got in my Ford Probe, my mom's Ford Probe. We drove around and skipped school, and then we had a tremendously terrible wreck and flipped it 6 times.
God damn.
Six times.
Where were you
Your
sitting?
sister left that out.
I was in the back left seat. We were taking turns driving my mom's car. And somebody else was driving, and he was going from pavement to gravel, and if you got to be careful with that. And he was going like 70. You should be going about
So it
30 at
wasn't
most.
the ramping that got you.
No, it was after the ramping. We'd already done the ramping. But yeah, we wrecked that day, February 9th, 1995. And then my mom was due to have my sister 3 weeks later, but instead she got so stressed out by the wreck, she went into labor right there. My sister was born February 10th, 1995.
No way. So you wrecking your sister's the product. Your sister's was a product of an accident.
A, she's the product of my dad raw dogging my mom, and B, a product of me wrecking a car. Yes.
Wow, she's an accident twice over.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But there's more to that story. You said you were back left.
I was not. I for 27 years I told my mom I was driving because we didn't want to get in trouble.
Whose car was?
It was my mom's car.
Oh, but it wasn't you
I
driving?
didn't want my mom to know I let somebody else drive the car, and we all just had a pact that we were just going to carry.
So
this
have you ever
secret.
told Mama?
I told her a couple years ago.
And was she mad?
I mean, 27 years later, and I've given her grandkids since then.
And
so,
a house.
and I bought her a house. So
Yeah,
but
you're
yeah,
fine.
I kept that secret from her and my sister for a while. But yeah, we were skipping school, and I was in the
Was
back
there
left
any
seat.
alcohol involved?
No, I wasn't really drinking in 10th grade.
What about cigarettes?
No cigarettes. We were just skipping school.
Who was the one who was driving?
Corey was driving.
Corey.
Corey was a senior. Jay and me and John were all sophomores.
So he was the cool one?
He was the cool one. Yeah, he was.
Were you
cool
like,
as hell.
Corey, slow down? Or were you telling
That's
him?
exactly. I remember the last thing before we started flipping was John said, "Corey, slow down," and then we just started rolling.
Who got the most hurt?
Nobody got hurt.
Crazy.
Nobody got hurt. I got scratched up, but
Is there a part of you that thinks you might have died in that wreck and all of this has been the afterlife?
I think it would have been better than this.
Yeah? Maybe this is hell.
Yeah, but I don't know.
There are some points in my life where I think I probably might have died.
Me too, dude.
Yeah, you think about? I do think about
I think
that.
I'm programmed. I think our emotions are way too predictable. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can only get so happy. I don't. Yeah.
When'd you die, Nick?
There's a few things. Probably a bike accident in 8th grade.
Mhm.
Handlebars got stuck in my belly button, and ambulance had to come and pop them out of me.
Yeah.
I was in the hospital for 3 days, laying on my back because they thought I punctured my pancreas. But I think I went.
Wow. So your pancreas might have killed
It was
you.
a
at that time.
Mongoose Talon Pro. Yeah.
Well, did you try
Coming
to
to school after an accident though was the best.
Did you try
were
to
a
jump
celeb.
something or just
Yeah,
a
I was
straight
jumping.
wreck?
I was jumping and bailed, and I landed on the bike.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did it enter through the actual belly button hole?
It hit below and slid upwards.
Oh God.
Oh
yeah.
my God. Yeah. Internal bleeding could have gotten you.
Could have got. I think it still could have because like I don't really have any memories. That's like it's like that, and then like today.
Have you experienced true happiness since then?
No.
True sadness?
No.
Maybe you're dead.
Yeah, it could be.
Kyle, you alive?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Why?
What's the most today? I think I'm programmed. Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I think we were programmed with a set amount of emotions. Like I feel it's weird. You can only get so upset. Life can only be so bad and so good.
Yeah, there is like a whole thing. Like I think it was a study of like dudes that lose their vision, people that lose like arms and legs. They find their baseline happiness that they were before that pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. Hedonic treadmill. I don't like it.
You don't like that? That's a thing.
I want to expand. Yeah.
So what do you?
I want to get happier, but I want to get angrier too.
What about drugs?
I want to get drugs that make you like.
Drugs that make you pissed.
So every emotion you
Yeah, dude. I think anger is.
Oh, that would be
awesome.
a drug that makes you mad as fuck.
I'm getting pissed off tonight.
It tastes bad and it stinks, and it makes you like it has like calories.
Puts you on fucking edge.
You
Oh
guys
my-
are laughing, but like that,
You would take an anger drug?
maybe not. But there's a lot of like byproducts of anger that are fucking awesome.
I feel like I could speak for all of us. I like when I get slighted and I can be pissed.
That's what I am saying.
An adrenaline spike is always good.
That's
but
an
like
adrenaline.
But like
spike.
even being like really pissed, even more mad than you should be, feels really good
I
sometimes.
live my whole life like that.
But you like being mad?
I don't like the aftermath of being mad because I get
There's an
embarrassed at how mad I was.
Yeah.
But the rush I get while being mad is
And
something.
I will bitch to any ear that lends itself. God damn.
Yeah, you will.
Dude, I like when you text me every once in a while, like, can I vent? I lick my lips like a cartoon wolf when a lady walks past. I lick my lips all the way to like the crown of my scalp. Tell me.
So Kyle, every emotion you've ever felt, you wanna expand
I
the
think
depths
they
of
should
those
be.
emotions.
They should be. Yeah, I think if we were truly humans, there would be no limit.
Really?
Like you can't scrape the limit of happiness.
I think limits are what makes things seem more real.
Right, but there's some times where I should feel worse for longer and also better for longer.
I don't think I enjoy food as much as people enjoy food.
You don't.
What?
Yeah, you really don't.
It's a
though.
social event for you.
Yeah.
I even noticed. I've like watched you like chew and swallow and ingest.
Yeah.
It's like that's not.
Wait,
He's thinking
what?
About, he's
Put up
thinking about the
barriers to food,
conversation.
too.
No, I'm not even talking about that. Like I think the best food can only be so good.
The best foods can be real
I think food
goddamn
is the
good.
best part of life.
Yeah.
I think slightly above average food is fucking awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Average
think
food is pretty good.
if I'm going out to eat and it's on a menu, I'm gonna fucking love it enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll accept bad food. It's like bad food doesn't ruin my day.
But bad food isn't bad food in the sense that it's like
Right.
inedible. Bad
We're just
food
spoiled.
is yeah.
Yeah. Great food though.
But like
It's life-changing.
But like the jump from good food to great food is I think very small. I think I get
small.
the same sensation from a Papa John's pie than I would from like a $300 steak.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how hungry you are. If you're going into it really hungry, yeah, the Papa John's is all you need.
The example I use is movie theater popcorn is as good as any $200 meal you will have. If you get
Yes.
the right movie theater popcorn.
I think it scratches the same itch.
yeah.
And like I also don't think I have a refined palate to where I could, if I'm in a setting where it's supposed to be good food, I will be like, oh my God, this is good food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You program yourself to acknowledge it's already good before
Yeah.
you even eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at us.
Oh my God, you
We're
have
just
to
sitting
try
here
this.
looking. We're eating this. Can you believe we're eating this?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, oh my, and like if the waiter, if they describe it in any way,
Yeah.
oh, this is grass fed from somewhere, I'm be like, oh my God, I can tell.
If they don't write it down, I know that I'm in a good cooking restaurant.
If they don't write what down.
If the waiter comes up and they can tell you the menu off their dome and then they don't write it down, I think I've reached the height of culinary.
Can't take that.
what
You don't like it.
It's my profound autism that hates it.
what
But
about?
I respect the
Yeah.
move, I guess.
Wait, what
I
do you hate
couldn't
about
do it.
Write it down so I know you know it.
Yeah.
Accidents happen.
How do they do it? How do you take an order for 6 people and you don't write anything down? I don't know how you do it. I couldn't do it. I also couldn't remember an NFL quarterback's play call though. So
Yeah, that is
that
tough.
fascinates me too.
I'm pretty good at memorizing. Like when the waiter comes, like when the waiter takes the order, I couldn't memorize it, but when they come back, like and it's somebody else delivering the food, I know what everybody got.
Yeah.
I like that. You need that guy at the table though.
Yeah, I did
Because
it
too many
yesterday.
people fucking order and when there are 4 of them, and then when the waiter gets there and starts handing out food, they just look at each other like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I got.
Some of my cuntiest looks
Yeah.
served have ever been when somebody's like, yeah, that's mine. I'm like, did you get the baked beans? And they're like, oh, I didn't. And I just love correcting somebody on what they got.
Actually,
I don't think that's yours, actually.
I had a pet peeve of the waiter. What I was getting sushi this weekend, and when they come, they go, "Have you dined with us before?"
Yeah, it doesn't change anything.
It doesn't change anything. 2 of the 4 of us, yeah, we have, and the other 2 people said, no, we
Oh,
haven't.
well,
That
welcome
bothers
back
me
and
too.
welcome.
Now what?
No,
It's
I say
welcome back or welcome.
Skip next.
Yeah.
So what about
You don't need to know.
I don't like when I'm dining with, what do you recommend? Like when they
People-
ask, what do you recommend to the waiter?
Yeah.
Because they, one, can't afford where I'm eating. You just work there, honey. And you don't know.
No, but honestly, yes.
That's not true. But what makes you think you have the same palate as this black woman?
That bothers me as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Mook is like, what do you think I should get?
Yeah.
well,
You're
yeah.
flirting.
What do you suggest?
You guys couldn't be more wrong.
But
What's better
that
between these
sucks.
two?
And
They're
then,
just going to push the most popular thing.
and then the person who's asking already knows what they have and what they want. And if like, I get so embarrassed when they recommend the chicken pot pie, and you're like, okay, I'll do a burger.
It is.
Oh, you don't trust me?
Yeah, nixing it is that's the social faux pas.
Oh, I don't like people that ask.
But I want to know what's good.
Because they're not. They work there. They're not going to be like, don't get that.
It's
You'll die if you eat
I think
that.
it's more so the question of like you ask them like which one of your things is like.
But
the
like as a
killer.
thing as unique as
That one
taste.
thing.
The thing is unique as taste. What makes somebody that works there an expert on what's the best?
Because they have to try the entire menu.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
The people that work there have to eat the
At
whole
good
menu.
restaurants,
At some places, yeah.
Some places.
Oh, I had
Some
no
places,
idea. I don't.
yeah.
I'd actually. I don't go to good.
Yeah. Shout out all the fucking restaurant workers out there, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you work at
Well,
Chili's,
don't act
they
like you're
make
their
you try
hero.
the-
Yeah, you're not. You abandoned
I'm
them.
putting on for them. What are you talking about? I represent.
You don't tip.
Young G.
Yeah, I do.
You don't. Mook doesn't tip.
No.
Mook, you non-tipping bastard.
I tip
No.
a lot.
Mook dines
not
and
start.
dashes.
Yeah,
Do not start.
You don't pay at all.
I tip heavy.
dude. No. Every time he doesn't tip and leaves, we call him.
Fuck you.
Mook said, you said if you don't finish the meal, then you don't have to tip.
I did not say
Yeah,
that.
he does say that.
What?
He's like, I left a full fucking salad. That's the tip.
He sends back too.
No, I don't.
Oh, I can't. If I'm at a
Yeah.
table and somebody sends back, I just want to leave.
Oh, I want to kill them.
I've only heard about this.
Really? You've never been with a
I
send
know
back?
people, everyone's always like, yeah, this person that you know is a
Dude.
send back person, and I wouldn't be able to take it.
I used to like hang out with somebody that would send back drinks, be like, this doesn't taste right.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
just drink it.
Just drink the drink.
It's tough.
My wife is a. She'll look at the drink menu and she'll say, she'll ask the waiter, "Do you have any organic wines or something like that?" And in my mind, I'm just saying, just the list of wines is right there. Just pick one.
There's
I don't
Just
know.
drink the wine, bitch.
Just drink. That's
Organic wine is I get it. Yeah.
Did you
You
drink
get
the
it?
wine so I can fuck you later?
yeah. That's the only reason we're here. Get 2 glasses of whatever wine. That's all you need. Let's go. Let's get a hotel. Let's get a cheap hotel. Let's go to Pound Town. Let's go home.
Is there
Is she a better lay after the organic wine?
Oh fuck!
Oh my God, Brandon's wife after the organic wine.
Oh,
Oh, she's letting out an wine later.
it's Friday nights are the best nights, man.
Is that your sex night?
Yeah, a little meal, a little hotel.
How much money have you spent on hotels that you've stayed 1 hour in?
Not enough, brother.
Brandon,
I'll tell you.
Brandon. I went to Tim McGraw with you,
Yeah,
and it was in Milwaukee, so I couldn't drive home.
yeah,
I got a hotel that was $500 for one night.
that's right. Yeah.
You walked in hand in hand with Miss Thang, and you got a nicer room for 40 minutes.
You would agree it was closer to an hour than 4 hours.
Fair. Well, you were there for an hour because you came down and had post-coital cheese curds.
That's right. Yes.
No, not cheese curds.
Yeah. Yeah. We had to go home that night, but you know, we had a good time. We went up to the room.
You lived like you were dying.
We visited for a while, lasted 2.7 seconds. And then I when we were leaving, and I knew it had been like an hour and a half.
You gave me.
And I was like, I looked in the bar hopeful. I was like, God, I hope he's here. I want to make eye contact. And then by the time you got to me, I'd been staring at you for at least 30 seconds.
Yeah, and you gave me a really cocky and deserved look. You were proud.
Yeah, I was like, count it.
Yeah. It wasn't a hotel, and you were like, Kobe. Yeah. You had her wheeled out like it was she just gave birth.
Yeah. No, I FedExed her home.
That was a weird night because I got trapped in a conversation at the bar with the Butter King of Wisconsin.
That'll do it.
It was an old man and his son, right?
An old man and his very, very modified wife.
That's right. Yes.
And-
very done up wife.
Yeah, and her tits looked like you know that gif of the guy that eats the hot wing and his eyes pop out?
Yeah.
Her tits looked like that, and she was openly weeping like on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Because
So this is post concert.
Yeah.
Were these people at the concert?
They were
as
at the
well?
concert.
So you're at the hotel bar afterwards, and okay, how did it lead to that?
I was with the Butter King of Wisconsin, and he's like, whatever you do, don't bring up her peacocks. And she was like, what did you say?
She heard him.
She heard him say peacocks.
Oh, boy.
Her pet peacock had got run over that morning.
Son of a bitch.
Butter King's wife.
Yeah,
She's
You
a
can't.
fascinating woman.
I know.
So she,
Strong of her to go out that night.
Yeah, it
very
was.
brave.
Well, I mean, you have tickets for McGraw.
Yeah.
You're going to stay at the
so
autograph
she
collection.
has huge fake tits and is crying about a peacock being run over?
Yeah.
And she's crying on your shoulder?
Weeping.
Yeah. Oh, she was trying to throw the pussy towards
No, I don't think she's trying to
Really?
puss. No. Dude, if you get Butter King dick, you're not going to come to me.
I feel like 200 guys call
Literally.
themselves the Butter King of Wisconsin.
Yeah, that might be it.
Wait. This guy was saying I'm the Butter King of Wisconsin.
I sat down at the bar.
There's a lot to unpack.
I sat down at the bar. I was with my girlfriend, and he leans up to my girlfriend. He's like, "What kind of butter you cook with?"
Okay.
That could be a pickup
That's
line,
Butter
though.
King
And so she said, "It starts with like a Kerrygold," and he
Yeah.
goes, "Not bad, not great."
Yeah, that's the Butter King of Wisconsin. Not great.
And he like made her write in her notes like a better brand of butter. And I think we're still using. It's probably we're still using that brand of butter to this. He was right. It's a great butter. I forget what it is. He was telling us like the fat percentages we got to aim for.
So
And then
is he like a butter expert and connoisseur, or he just?
I believe he's a
made his-
tycoon.
he makes
his
the
millions
butter.
off butter.
He's
Yes. And he was like, if you can get this butter, get this one. But if you're in a pinch, if you're in, no man's land, bumfuck, you can grab Kerrygold and go home happy.
Dare I say the Butter King of Wisconsin is probably the Butter King of America.
Fair.
That's
Because that's the
Butterland.
butter state.
Is it the butter
It's
state?
the dairy state.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is the,
But
that's
like
the actual name of
the
it,
big
right?
butter fest is in Texas, I believe.
Is it? Wow,
That's
they
where-
just want the big everything fest in Texas.
Yeah, they want them all.
butter, cheese, and milk, maybe all Wisconsin.
I bet beer.
Yeah.
Wisconsin is definitely butter. I think they even do fried butter at their
I
state
think on a
fair.
stick. Yeah.
They're cheese too.
They're big cheese.
Their cheese won.
They're booze one.
Well, drinking wise, but I think that if you think of Wisconsin, you think cheese.
I saw a fucking
Right.
graphic the other day of the counties with the most problem drinkers in the United States, and it would go from like light blue to dark red.
Yeah.
The entire state of Wisconsin was dark red, and it was surrounded by light blue. I think they're just. I think they're doing it to maintain the appearance of doing it.
Yeah.
I think they know their ranking, and they're trying to keep their ranking.
Dude, there's something about Wisconsin.
There it is.
It's
That
so
one in the middle, that
cold.
green one. That
They
one
do
right
have
there.
professional sports
Look
teams.
how red Wisconsin is.
Wow.
I know, I saw this. Like at the top 10 counties are all
Yeah.
for drinking is all Wisconsin. I think that's legit.
Look
I
at our
think,
boys in West Virginia.
But
We're not
Kyle, if
sipping
you
at
go
all.
the line of Illinois, are you telling me that problem drinking just on that
it's-
imaginary line changes that much from neighborhood to
sharp
neighborhood?
cutoff. I think they just have their bar culture is just so massive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And-
surprised LA is drinking like that. Or is that LA County?
Well, the South, you say that we're not drinking at all because it's all meth.
It is
Yeah,
meth.
West Virginia.
Yeah,
too.
look, the meth line goes from Mississippi to West Virginia.
It does. I'm surprised Denver's boozing like that.
Well, oh, dude,
breweries.
micros.
Yeah.
although the micro.
They're sipping on micro. Dirty
That's true.
job.
True.
What's happening in that one spot in Arizona?
Oh, yeah.
Some foul shit.
What is that? Lake Havasu?
Oh, is it native?
Oh, that's what it is. The natives drink like they need it.
Yeah. If only there's a term for that. If only there were a term for being chemically dependent.
Okay, yeah, and that would explain the Montana and
Yeah, this is a map of Indian reservations.
yeah.
Huh.
March 1st.
And look at Utah. That's crazy.
March 1st, 2004.
What are you doing?
Oh, these are moments.
March
Is that
1st,
signif- what-
2004.
Is that a
I'm
significant
surprised
date
you
for
know the actual
That's
dates.
got to be your daughter.
No, that's not.
March
That's when I got.
12:30 a.m. Nick at Night runs an episode of The Cosby Show called The Slumber Party.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened on that one.
Well, no.
Are you getting
hold,
Nardward?
Hold on. First of all, The Slumber Party is a delightful episode of The Cosby Show when Rudy brings all of our friends and
Thank you.
and Cliff entertains them and they do the bucking horse. That's all they do. Alicia Keys is on that episode. Young Alicia Keys, 5 years old. It's
Oh,
one
yeah,
of
there
the,
she is.
It's one of the longest laughs in the history of The Cosby Show when Peter takes his ride on the bucking horse. But whatever. March 1st, 2004 is when I got the
It's
job.
when Cartoon
Peter the big boy?
Network broadcasted at 9 a.m. Down and Outing, Tom and Jerry. One of my favorite
what's he
episodes.
doing?
Why? Do you know this?
What was this?
Well, March 1, 2004 is an important day for me. It's when I got my first. It was my.
How do you know the day?
It was my. I remember it very vividly. It was my hire date for my first sports writing job.
Oh, that is wow.
2004.
Yeah, and that launched my career.
Oh.
That floundered for
What
20
was
years.
this place?
I was a sports writer for the Daily Times Leader in West Point, Mississippi, making $8 an hour.
And
That's
you
pretty good for
You
back
were
then.
professionally covering
High school.
High school sports.
children.
Junior high and high
You
school.
were writing
sports,
about
yes.
children.
I was writing about kids.
You were
yeah.
writing about sweaty kids.
I was writing about kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Look at that. Oak Hill won their 9th straight golf championship. I'll be
Serving
goddamn.
West Point and Clay County.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Who was your favorite kid?
Probably Mario Cannon. Mario Cannon.
Yes, he's my. Wow, that's a good name.
2005 state champion West Point High School Greenway was the best player on him. Yeah.
Did
You know
he
him?
go anywhere? Did he go anywhere?
He went to scuba, but kids go to scuba and then they just kind of stop.
What the fuck, scuba?
What's-
That's the
Last Chance U.
Oh no shit.
Mm-hmm.
So was he a bad boy?
Most of them were. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you do? Forget that. What are you doing?
I'm just.
What other
asking-
dates do you
I
have?
find you interesting. January 22nd, 2017. Does that mean anything to you?
I got nothing on January 22nd, 2017.
You updated your Facebook banner photo to a Google Image Street View of 740 MS-25.
Zuber Park.
That is Zuber Park.
Yeah. That's where,
Is that your Facebook cover photo?
Yeah.
That is it.
that's when I grew up. That's where I grew up
Cool.
playing basketball. That's how I learned how to play basketball.
What's
right
your coolest moment that's ever happened in that spot?
there. One night, right after graduating high school, me and the guys went out there, and it was me and just a bunch of Dwayne Jefferson was out there, Marshane Hatchett, who played at Southern Miss, but don't look him up now.
White, black.
I did it was white.
Oh, I mean, you got Dwayne.
It was white,
Hatchett.
black. But in that left corner right there, I head fake, took one dribble and dunked it from there, and they went crazy.
Is there only one hoop? That's a half
No,
court.
there's a half court near the highway right here, and then back there's a full court. But that was back then. Now they moved the full court over to the tennis court, which is behind that building.
What were you sipping on? UV?
I would go to the fast lane every night when I got thirsty and get a sun kissed.
Nice.
And that's what I would drink. It's a rough place. We
Guess
would
what I
play
drank the other
till
day?
midnight. What?
Squirt.
A squirt?
Yeah.
Squirt's fantastic.
Yeah.
I haven't had a
it's
squirt in a while.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know squirt made it out of the 90s.
It's Squirt's still around. I got it at Jewel.
Squirt.
I have a Squirt
tequila.
clock.
Squirt tequila is one of life's great delicacies.
Really?
So
Okay.
good.
I like Squirt. I like anything lemon lime.
That's
Brandon.
Squirt's grapefruit, baby.
Oh yeah, I love it. That
Did anything
Fresca.
else happen at Zuber Park?
I got a gun pulled on me once.
Okay, that's an incident.
Did they take anything?
Oh, are you asking about the UFO? What are you asking about?
You had a gun and UFO incident, and you started with something else.
Of course, he bragged about himself dunking.
Dunking.
Well, this is where I played basketball.
I was like
I
burying
had
the lead.
Hold
here,
on,
dude.
no. I from 1994 to 2002, I had 600 nights at this place. I would go there instead of
No
How
one
close
gives
was
a
this to your
fuck
house?
about the other 600
I didn't
nights.
go
what
out-
happened with the UFO?
Yeah, there was a UFO.
Me and Matt Warren were leaving here, and we were pulling on the Brame Avenue onto the highway there. And Matt Warren never lies. And Matt Warren, we were in his Nissan hardbody truck, and we look up in the sky, and there was a green floating thing, and it just took off, and it was a UFO. And then Matt Warren never lies.
What year was that?
I was probably about 96, 97.
Huh.
Yeah. So there you go.
So you didn't see it, but Matt Warren did.
We both saw it.
Okay.
He was driving.
But like, did you say anything, or did you look at each other at the same time?
we sat in silence. He drove me home. I got out in silence, and it wasn't until the next day we're like, "Did you see that?"
Were you afraid?
Yeah, it weird. We went straight home. We weren't going home. We went straight home.
Matt Warren doesn't lie.
Matt Warren doesn't lie.
At all.
No, Matt Warren's the best of us
When was the last time you talked to Matt Warren?
all the time.
When was the last
Probably
time?
yesterday. Probably texted him.
Have you had him come up visit?
I texted him gay ?
About what?
Just him.
And he doesn't lie. What did he say back?
He said something, probably an office quote. Sup Walker, still queer, something like that. Yeah, he's coming up this summer.
Hell yeah.
He's coming up to go to Wrigley.
He doesn't lie. I can't wait to ask him if he
I think he's a gay liar.
He's
Yeah.
not a gay liar.
Yeah.
I think Matt Warren is good for two things: lying and head, and he does it in 2-3-2 format.
No,
He'll tell you two lies.
No.
Suck you off 3 times.
No, y'all can make fun of
Two more
anybody
lies.
else.
Uh-huh.
Make fun of anybody else, but not Matt Warren. He's the best of us. He's the best of us.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lie to you twice, then I'm going to suck your dick off thrice. I want you to think about what I said while I'm sucking you.
He was here last year.
Was he handsome?
Yeah, he was. handsome friend.
Yeah, he's
friend.
handsome as hell.
Dude, tell him the stat. Tell these guys the stat about your hometown.
So I was curious the other day. So I grew up. West Point, Mississippi is currently, when I was growing up, it was probably about 10 or 11,000. Now it's the big industry left. So it's like 9,400. So right now in West Point, Mississippi, there's 6,000 black people, like 3,500 white people. It's like whatever percentage that is. I think it's like 68% black. Anyway, there are more black people in my hometown in West Point, Mississippi than there are in Montana.
Wow.
And Wyoming.
The whole state of Montana.
Yeah. There's
I think
as big it is.
I think, honest to God, you could say it unscathed.
I can't. I can't.
It would be frowned upon. But I think
I did have a classmate from West Point. He's a black guy. He just moved to Chicago, so he's going to come through soon. So he's a high achiever, though. So you get to meet one of those guys.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I
did you
I never tried it.
Did you adapt the culture, like fashion wise?
No, I never did that.
Did you want to? Because I did in West Virginia.
I got I spent many a night in the East Bay catalog.
Okay.
And we would pass that thing around. Shoe wise, yes, but never. I was never wearing Pele or Fubu.
I had a Fubu shirt, and I bought it at Gabe's, and my mom found out what it meant because I forget where it was, and then she got rid of it.
So she wasn't for us by us.
She wasn't us.
Yeah. Well, you're not us either, but you had it.
I wanted to be us so bad.
So it was a FTB. It was for them by us.
Yeah. Oh, that was my mom.
What?
Yeah.
Did it affect your vernacular?
Not really. I guess it affected the music and stuff like that.
Yeah, so it had some.
But I never, I never really changed. I never code switched or anything like that.
You had a lot of eyes to your shits.
I do every now and then, especially when I get angry. I'll get. I think that's getting real Southern though. Not really.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Shit.
if y'all piss me off, I'll just shit.
That is more. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that stuff.
0.18% Asian.
And the stuff we like you would go to a soul food restaurant in Chicago, and that would be run by black people probably, but that's just Southern food. We all eat the same shit down there, so I never viewed that as soul food or anything like that.
When I was like 18, 19, I worshiped this group of black guys on Twitter. I disrespect hoes. I don't wear condoms. I hit models raw, and no woman is right. And I thought that, and I tried to adopt they were like very, very intentionally crass. Like,
well, yeah, they're
AIDS don't work until you know you have it. Like I don't even know what that means. But I was trying to like use their humor in real life settings at Kent State, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't translate.
Yeah.
I do remember some of those handles.
So yeah, they were great. But I disrespect hoes ended up being Hispanic the whole time.
Oh no!
So, but then he had to get off Twitter. He was one of the best.
Was it hose?
Lowercase I with a Z.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wear condoms.
Mook is searching. I disrespect shoes.
It was autocorrecting. Yeah, he's gone.
Oh goddamn!
Yeah, I remember those guys. They were all very funny.
Hilarious.
Who's your favorite black content creator right now on the internet? Because they are funnier than we are.
Always have been.
Always have been. Always will be.
That's
I like Mark Phillips.
Mark Phillips is funny.
Mark Phillips is really funny. His camera, I don't know how he gets it so clear.
Yeah.
I see him clearer than I see myself in a mirror.
Does he do like? I know who he is.
Skits.
He's been around.
Yeah.
He does great skits.
There's a content house of Yu-Gi-Oh guys that are all black that I really, really like. But I don't know. They're the best at the internet.
That combines your love of black culture and fucking nerddom.
Well, black dudes love Yu-Gi-Oh.
They do.
Black dudes love Yu-Gi-Oh and Dragon Ball
Anime
Z.
period, right?
Most animes. Yeah.
Zach Fox. I like
Yeah,
Zach
yeah.
Fox.
There's a new guy. There's
So
these
many.
guys that are they got famous. There's this one group that got famous doing like First Take.
Yeah, those are my guys.
These are your boys.
Those are my. I love those
Yeah.
guys so much. And then the guy on the left is like he's like the Duke Dennis of the group, and he's like
What does that even fucking mean?
he's the sexy aura
right,
guy.
he's the sexy aura
He's
guy.
clearly
Yeah.
the sexy guy.
Yeah, but they the guy on the far right got a full size pot of greed, and I was like so excited for him. I fucking love those guys. If they're ever in Chicago, please come through. That's a shout out to all Team APS.
Team APS.
I watch them so much.
Wait, go back up.
I love them.
How many is that? 59.7 subscribers or 597?
597.
Yeah,
Okay, good for
yeah.
them.
They're big.
Yeah.
They're big.
They're
Yeah.
passionate about it.
Yeah, I love those guys.
What were you saying, Brandon?
Have you seen the guy? There's one group of guys that imitates Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp and whatever.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
Take. They're
Don't have
okay,
him on.
but there's this other guy who imitates Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco. He's only got like 8,000 followers, and he does the Shannon Sharp. Welcome back to the Nightcap Podcast and all this. And he's fucking hilarious. And I don't know his name, but he's.
Does he imitate the full podcast?
He does. What do you mean?
Like an hour?
No, he just does clips.
That would impress me.
He just does clips. Yeah.
All right, super fast ad to talk about our best friends at Game Time. You guys know it by now. Game Time is the ticket purchasing and buying, selling app. It's the official partner of Barstool Sports. We use it often. I'm using it for Billy Strings. I'm going to use it to go see the Cubs at Rockies, the Rockies at Cubs.
Yeah, I'm sending my
The Cockies at Rubs. Hey, The Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, and SZA.
There's a lot. I'm sending my 4-month-old nephew to Nate Bargatze.
Why?
He's a fan.
His parents.
Oh, with
love
his
him.
parents.
With his
Okay.
parents,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Did you have to get him a ticket as well?
Yeah.
Well, where'd you get it?
Game Time.
Very
of course.
nice,
It's
very
so
nice.
Easy to use. It was so quick.
It's so quick. And you folks at home can take the best guesswork out of buying your tickets with the Game Time app. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code UNTOLD, UNTOLD, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account and redeem code UNTOLD, UNTOLD, for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it, Rudy?
Game time.
My man. All right, tiny little teensy ad break to talk about our friends at Kraken. If you're going to trade crypto, do it right. No sketchy platforms, no sketchier customer support, and that's why we only trust and use Kraken. Kraken lets you buy, sell, and swap over 300 cryptos without the lag crashes or the clownery. Buying crypto manually, that's old school, brother. Recurring buys let you automate your investments so you stack sats without even thinking about it. It's DCA done right, and you can link your bank in minutes. Set it and forget it, and let your portfolio grow. And they have Kraken Pay. It's instant crypto payments. No more I'll Venmo you later excuses. Whether you're covering a lost bet, splitting the tab after a night out, or sending funds to the next wild adventure, Kraken Pay lets you move money instantly with zero fees and no banks holding things up. You guys know how it gets. Oh, and if you refer your friends, Kraken will hook you up with up to $200 in USDG just for spreading the love. Thank you, Kraken. So quit waiting and head to kraken.com/barstool. This is not investment advice. Crypto trading involves risk of loss and is offered to U.S. customers excluding Washington, New York, and Maine through Payword Interactive Inc.
A new Untold Story is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp. Mental health awareness is growing, which is good, but there's still progress to be made. 26% of Americans who participated in a recent survey say they have avoided seeking mental health support due to fear of judgment. That's crazy. When people hesitate to get help, it doesn't just affect them. It impacts families, workplaces, and entire communities. This Mental Health Awareness Month, let's encourage everyone to take care of their well-being and break the stigma. The world is better when people are healthy and happy. Of course it is. So let's, what better way to get rid of that, to eliminate that fear of judgment than by doing it virtually.
Yeah.
Via BetterHelp. They have 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapist from their diverse network of more than 30,000 licensed therapists with a wide range of specialties. Yeah, that's the move.
It is.
You'll be able to, you can stay in your apartment. No fear of judgment on your phone, on your computer.
Yes.
We're
very
all better
convenient.
with help. Visit betterhelp.com/new to get 10% off your first month. BetterHelp, HELP.com/new.
A full hour.
Kyle, you've been mum?
I've been mum.
Yeah.
I'm sad,
Why?
About what?
but not sad as I could be.
Well,
What are you sad about?
I should be much sadder.
Why?
We had a good video idea.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it just
That
got.
was sad.
We should have known, I guess.
Yeah. Kyle and I planned to go on a double date with a gay couple that looks like us.
This is the gay couple that's looked like you for a while.
They look just like us in the photo, at least I think.
And y'all reached out to them?
I think the photo.
We found them. A full hunt. The one is wearing it's fair to say, a gay sweater. And we triangulated the boutiques to be the...
Well, we looked at the flora in the background and determined it had to be like northern Texas, Dallas area. Like,
and then we found
by
the
we,
sweater.
I mean, you did that. Kyle.
Yes, and then I was hunting down the sweater he was wearing, and it was we triangulated that they're from like west of Dallas. And then
did y'all nail it?
Yes, and we reached out to them, and they were offended that we said that we looked alike.
Wow.
They were like, we look nothing alike.
First
crying emoji.
Crying, laughing. Emoji.
We expected them to just do this video with us.
It makes perfect sense they said no. Because the whole video is like, hey man, can we get to the bottom of like me and my co-host, we kind of look like you guys and we want to know who's fucking who. And
is that how you led
no.
We were like really nice about it, and the guy was like, first off, we don't look a thing alike.
Yeah.
Clearly offended that, I don't know, that I guess we thought we were doppelgangers.
Well, I gotta see them.
And they've broken up.
We're not allowed.
We're not allowed.
I gotta see them. You want to show them?
I got
showing the pic.
I got you.
I think it looks just like us.
It's
not enough.
It's
Clearly
more
not
you
enough.
than Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, the Knicks are carrying this thing. Did you talk to the Nick or the Kyle?
We talked to the Kyle.
We talked to Kyle.
I think you should have talked to the Nick.
But
Nick
like,
looks like he's
the
more
Kyle is
understanding.
enough to look like the Kyle.
Yeah.
It's enough to warrant it, especially when he's paired with a guy that looks like me.
I think the Kyle's more of a reach than the Nick is. The Nick's almost a 1-for-1 swap.
Yeah.
I think you should have gone Nick to Nick on this.
Yeah, we should have.
We should have.
We should have.
Yeah, we went to the Alpha.
No.
Fucker. Up
No, we did not go to the
we
fucker.
did. It is. There is nothing more obvious.
No, because remember,
Nick, there's no way the other guy's fucking.
yes,
the Kyle.
Oh my God,
Kyle's fucking Nick.
He's sitting on my lap. That's my
No,
property.
oh my God. No, he's not.
Kyle is absolutely fucking
I think
Nick.
Kyle is exclusively prone boning you.
No.
You
Yeah.
think Nick's fucking Kyle?
Do you want to see the DM that he said?
You think Nick's
He
fucking
said, I'll
Kyle?
answer in a little bit. My ass hurts really bad.
That's not what he
say
said.
that.
Yes, he
He
did.
didn't say that.
It lies.
Hold on, I'll respond in a second. My ass hurts too bad to
Oh,
answer.
he's on the ropes. Get him.
Yeah, but you
Message me when my ass hurts less.
He's permanently in the prone position.
No, you're not
Yeah.
prone
You won't even
boning me.
yeah.
You're not.
I don't even
prone
bend
boning
you over. You have to be flat. You can't withstand.
No,
the-
I'm fucking. I'm prone boning you with my
Yes,
forearm on the
dude.
lower
You
neck.
need-
My
need
forearm's
the
on
earth's
your lower
crust.
neck, and my toes are just on the ground.
you have cauliflower ear
No,
from
I'm-
me
I'm-
shoving your
No,
fucking
no,
head.
I'm fucking you like an oil derrick, over and over into the ground.
I'm fucking you like a
An oiled derrick.
Derrick Rose knee. That's what your ass is like. Your ass is like Derrick Rose's ACL.
Just all torn up.
Yeah.
And no. Yeah, but that fell through.
That's a shame.
Obviously, it fell. I don't know why.
Yeah, we were, like,
had this
shocked
big
and
vision of
disappointed.
like it's going to be this big long documentary.
Yeah, we were like,
Well, hold on,
minimum
guys. Don't give up
45.
hope. I bet there's more gay Nicks and gay Kyles together out
That's
there.
what I said.
There's a gay Kyle. He's a Browns fan.
Yeah,
right.
the-
You should
long-
hook him up with a gay Nick.
Long blonde hair, Browns fan. Yeah, he looks just like you. Same exact
I
face.
Maybe the video is that you go find him, and then you're like, we need to find you.
Yeah, maybe the video is we hook up your guy with a guy that looks like me.
Actually,
We
if
can-
you're,
yeah, we
if
can
you're a gay Kyle listening to this, go find you a gay Nick.
Yeah, that'd be huge. Or vice versa.
I think
I think there's gay
the
me's
alpha and all.
aplenty. Yeah.
That's just so unrealistic. I don't think it. Never mind.
So what?
But would you settle for me?
I don't think I'd be settling.
I don't think we would.
I'd be very. I think
I
you'd
think
be.
you guys would be gay compatible.
The thing that
It's just weird.
the thing that really weirded me out was like realizing that if Kyle and I were gay, we'd be looks matched. It really
I think
weird.
it was
like,
tough for both of us.
Yeah,
guys
it really
fit
was a
well.
tough pill to swallow. Yeah, I know.
I think we are. We're perfect for each
And that's what really I just didn't. The only thing that would like make me feel better if it was me fucking you.
So this is a journey of self-discovery right
Yes.
now. Okay.
other.
Yeah,
So the trip to Texas wasn't about Texas at all. It was about you two.
it was about us because it's been weird. Like since we planned doing this video and we were talking about it more and more. Like you have
That's all I could think of.
to visualize it.
You had to put yourself in those shoes.
We did.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad it fell through.
Yeah, because I was like thinking about it all the time. And eventually, there are two, like the four of us
Eventually we merge
overlapped.
into-
We merged
yeah,
into
yeah,
just one
yeah,
entity.
yeah.
Double date just becomes a cohabitation.
It was so. This was really bad for our relationship.
We're perfect
all-
for each other.
I think
This might be the best thing that ever happened.
the biggest
to you.
takeaway. Oh,
What if they were?
It was just weird knowing, like, if we were gay, probably. Like,
and I've been thinking about it enough. It's entered my subconscious. Now it's like on the table when I dream. It hasn't happened yet.
no,
it's on deck,
it is a roll of the dice. It's not a coin toss.
And
yet.
you'll know the day I come in when I have that dream.
If you press shuffle on that playlist, it might
Oh
play.
yeah, it could pop up.
It might play.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, this is horrible.
I mean, I just love the fact that you went through all this effort and the gay guys were like, ew.
Absolutely.
The gay guys oohed us. The
Absolutely
gay guys
not.
oohed us.
They said
And, like,
ooh, and then absolutely not.
in our heads, we thought they were going to be like, "Oh my god, yes."
He used the word further, comma, too. He was like, first off, no, we don't look alike, like embarrassed emoji.
I mean, first off, is a hell of a way to start anyway.
Yeah.
and then
First off,
furthermore, do not even think about posting the picture of us, let alone using us in your video. We will. I thought they would have been psyched to be stars.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's a shame.
it's a damn shame. I'm sorry, guys.
It's all right. We'll recover. We're going to think of another thing we can do. Or there's just another
might-
gay couple.
y'all got a good chance for having a lesbian couple out there. It looks like you.
I would love that. That's a huge chance. But here's the thing. I don't know what that does to my psyche or like my personality, me as a whole. WHOLE. If there's multiple gay couples that look just like us, Kyle.
There can't be.
Are we
destined? Then it's destiny. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the gap between 1 and 2, and if you get to 2 gay couples,
Yeah.
it's almost 4 total.
And then you start thinking that in this universe, there's the gay Nicks and the gay Kyle couples, and then there's the gay Nicks and gay Kyle that haven't come
here's
out yet.
my
Right,
fear is
that's
that
true.
Kyle
Have
and I
found
are,
each other.
Kyle and I are the outliers. Or if it's just like, are we a time bomb?
That's what it is. If there's
Right.
2 couples out there that
What do you
looks
mean?
just like you,
Don't say that.
what are you guys doing wrong?
Are we a time?
Is it just a
bomb?
matter of time?
Don't say that.
Because if there's multiple, then it's leading that way. It's-
I mean, I think we can all agree it's headed that way eventually.
I don't think so. I'm not sexually attracted to Kyle or any man.
Why are we having this conversation?
You guys are the ones that
He's talking
stopped the
about
gay
he's
couple.
talking about it's a time bomb.
You guys hunted down a gay couple.
You said it's on the table to dream about. You could have said nightmare. You said dream.
They could have said off the table.
Yeah, you're right.
Guilty.
You got to let me unpack this though before we dive.
Don't
into
say unpack either.
it. Okay.
Just
don't say
let
time bomb. A time bomb implies something.
You guys are being
She's gonna
awfully gay
explode.
right now.
No, we're being like we're very uncomfortable around each other now.
No, you're fighting like a gay couple.
Yeah.
We've,
Yeah,
we
now
are.
we're getting uncomfortable, and that's suspicious.
Then why did you guys? Why did you start pulling the thread of the gay couple?
I don't know. Yeah, how did they get here?
Fuck. God damn it.
I did come over to your house the other day, and your girlfriend was like, "Oh, Rudy, you gotta come on in." I was like, "Where's Rudy? Where's Nick?" And you're like, "I'm in the closet," and you were changing.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's a nice closet.
Got to be
It's
a
comfortable.
massive closet
It's deep.
to justify changing in the closet.
It's deep. Oh my god. Do we want to talk about the future of the show?
We can. We're thinking about a rebrand.
Yeah.
A name change.
Name
pretty
changes
much.
for it's impossible to sell whenever we have work events here. They usually make us the help or stow us away in here.
Mhm.
Like the last work event we had, they were like, what we're going to do for you guys. Like you had your collectible cards. You were down there talking to people, and they were like, "For you guys, we think it'll be a really funny bit if you're up here and you keep the door shut and you do a crossword the whole time." We're like, "All right."
Was there one time they put you all in the bathroom?
No. They moved. There were stations where you could collect like stamps.
Oh,
and
they
you could
put your
win
cards
Barstool
in the
merch.
bathroom.
And we had to stand up here so we could talk to people, and they moved ours to the bathroom.
It boils down to anus. Like there's more to this job than just the joke of the title. There's a lot of business things.
And we got 3 years, 4 years out of it. 450 episodes. So, yeah.
I think this is the third time I've been on episode 450.
This is the first 450.
Okay. All right.
Area code of where?
Got nothing.
Benoit.
Wisconsin? That's
Montreal.
Beloit. Okay.
Chris Benoit.
Oh, Chris Benoit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Why did you, what?
Chris Benoit's from
Why'd you pull out his area code like that? I thought he was from Western Canada.
I thought he was from the Montreal area. Maybe
from Montreal.
the Montreal screw job.
No, that's Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a long.
I think he's from like Saskatchewan or something.
Or the Montreal Expos. When that person streaked through the Olympics in
he's
73.
Bill from
75.
Edmonton, Alberta. He's from Montreal.
Okay,
I got
born
that.
there. Yeah, 450 is the suburbs of Montreal. Longueuil and Laval, Terrebonne, a sprawling mess of disconnected, aesthetically displeasing neighborhoods with
So,
a U.
What are y'all going to do?
With Montreal?
Oh, your future. You said I was going to talk about the future, and now we're talking about Montreal.
Yeah, it's just fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're going to change the name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to say something
Yeah,
about the
nothing
name.
profound. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, nothing crazy.
well, that was you opened quite the door and then just kind of shut the screen door behind you. And
That's,
said,
that's the biz, baby.
we
Gotta
gotta
get
do
people
shit.
talking.
That's showbiz, dude.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
sorry,
the kind of
sorry.
shit we
My
do
bad.
on
That's
it.
what we do.
And now we're going to talk about Montreal.
Yeah.
That's a natural segue.
Wait, the neighborhood suck? My brother lives there. He
I
said
got to
the
pee real
rules.
bad. I'll come back.
I think it's just it's boring and pretty soulless. I don't know. People say that about every suburb.
Every suburb's identical.
Mm-hmm.
There's one big building that like used to be a warehouse and is now retrofitted to be a gastropub.
Yeah, or a trampoline
So
park.
much
And
overlap.
yeah, you drink outside and there's like a waterfall and you could bring your dog.
Yeah, and there's Jenga. It's like an adult daycare.
And I got to admit something.
I think we've done
I
this
love
bit
those
before.
every time.
I love the fake like corporate areas. With, like the boxy like modern apartments.
It scratches this itch that I love. These high rises with a pool where the deepest depth is 2.5 feet, and there's like
Orange Theory.
Orange
Sweet
Theories,
Green, like stupid burger chain, or yeah,
It's I find a lot of comfort in those.
me too. I don't mind them. I think coming from like decaying Appalachia, like anything modern and new and like a sign of economic
Growth, any sort of
is
growth.
awesome to see.
Yeah. 450 is also the Yeezy that looks like a dumpling.
Nah, yeah, you had that, right?
No, those were I had the foam runners, but the Yeezy 450, the white one, looks just like if I had to eat a shoe, I think that
I
would
would
be.
smash
I would
that.
love gnawing on that.
No, but if you really were picking, you'd pick a Croc.
You think so? I think a Croc would be too chewy. The Yeezy
Crocs
450.
Crocs are literally edible.
Oh, they are, yes, but I wouldn't want to eat it. I think it'd be really
no,
tough.
I would not.
No.
I'd like to just play with it in my
Dude,
mouth.
those Crocs have truck nuts on them. That's sick.
Dude, I just pre-ordered the Casio G-Shock and Crocs just did a collab. And the button of the Croc is an entire G-Shock.
That was a lot of collabing.
And
That's
they
a watch?
and they glow in the dark.
Dude.
What?
Okay. Yeah.
Let me have interest.
It's fun. I do drugs.
Let me have interest.
do drugs.
Real? I don't think look at that. That's
That's just a watch on the side of a shoe.
it's a collab. Croc and G-Shock, dude.
Why not call
Rudy,
it
you're
G-Croc?
silent because you love them.
Yep.
Really?
Rudy would wear that.
Violently despise it.
Those are fucking sick.
Thank you. You
I
violently.
think they look cool. They don't need to have a watch on them.
But it's a collab with G-Shock.
Oh, what if I asked you what time it was?
Sitting like this.
You got to play hacky sack to tell the time.
What's the neon green one?
That's the same shoe. They glow in the dark.
I'll be goddamn.
Can I
Yeah.
just time out? This confirms that Kyle fucks the shit out of me. This is confirmation right here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm picturing it perfectly right now.
I need somebody to bust in and cut the red wire on this time bomb.
I'm envisioning it. It's so,
The red one, and he cuts the blue one, and then you're just in me. The blue one, the BLEW.
He's wiping away
It's
sweat.
about to blow. Fuck. What? 450 is also like I think the most average. It's a lot of home runs are 450 feet. The shortest home run is how long, Brandon?
Like probably like 298.
24 inches.
What? Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
When was it hit?
I think his name is Alex Oily. Oyly.
Real quick, 450, not an average home run.
Yeah, it's a long one. It's like
Yeah,
a Shohei.
It's a fucking long one.
But Oyly? I don't know.
Is this from back in the day?
Yeah, he
We're
ducked.
always going to get to baseball, aren't we?
Yeah, he ducked to. Is this his name? I don't know what his fucking name is, but it was a 24-inch home run. Andy Oyler, Oyler. 24-inch home run because
Was it
he
a
ducked
bunt?
and the ball hit off his bat so weird it buried itself in mud and the entire team couldn't find
what
it.
year was this?
That has
That's be like 1802.
That was-
yeah, the 2-foot home run.
Oh my God.
Go
Is that
to
a book?
there's a
Somebody-
book about it.
I'm gonna
But
buy that
imagine
book.
how fucking stupid that entire team has to be to not find. I could
There's
bury a
9 of them.
Yeah, and they couldn't find it, and he got all. It was an inside the park home run.
Also, the catcher is right there. The ball's 24 inches away from the catcher.
Wouldn't there be a baseball-sized hole?
You would think.
That's we forgot to look around the baseball-sized hole in the
It
mud.
happened right in front of the catcher. Is he not looking? Is he not watching?
He ducked to dodge the ball, hit off the top of his bat, spun real deep down into the
By
mud.
the way, is this fictional?
No.
This has to be.
It says it's a book about baseball lore written by Michael Bryson. The title refers to the book's central story.
Go back, Mook. It's true.
Okay. Is it okay to destroy a legend?
Oh, that makes it seem like it's not true.
All right. Well, Stu Thornley wrote it.
But I
you
think
think 9 men were digging in mud while someone ran
All right.
for a home?
I doubt the outfielders
all right,
ran
how
in
about
to
this?
look.
It's not-
Next time it rains, I'm going to go bury a baseball.
Yeah, but
You have to
You
find
know
it.
I can't dig.
You, you have to find it before I round the bases.
But wait, Nick,
okay.
he
Wait,
didn't
okay,
bury it.
wait. Let's do the let's do
ease.
the Oiler challenge.
Nick, he didn't bury it.
You wanna do the Oiler?
It,
Oh,
it went off his bat and
Oiler
buried
with me.
itself.
Oiler with me.
I'll Oiler with you because you're not going to be able to bury it off. You have to bury it off
You have
a
to
bat.
use your bat and has to just
All right,
ding off your
I
bat.
get to make the mud swampy.
You get to do whatever you want.
Deal.
But you can't take your hands and dig a hole for it.
Deal. I will hit the ball.
I'll walk right to it. I'll walk right to it. There's no chance I'm not seeing that
You
ball.
could hit it into a 20-foot pool, and I'd be able to swim down, get it up, and tag you out before you got a double.
There's no chance.
There's no way this happened. But you know I can't dig, so no dig challenges.
But this is the. We'll see.
Kyle,
I want to prove it possible.
you can't dig.
I can't look for things.
Do you get impatient or?
It's
Can you do a
not-
Where's Waldo?
Flustered. Those I'm a little bit more tame. I can get in my comfort zone. And
Those
do,
are some
I can
of my
do a
favorite
Where's
books.
Waldo. Yeah, they're great books.
It was
Great reads.
Apparently, that book was that the home run was in 1905.
Good year.
A soggy home game for Minneapolis against St. Paul. Huh. That guy didn't hit it.
No. It was Oiler. It was his only home run.
If the only way this is true is if it went under the plate.
Yeah. It had to have I think it maybe have went in and somehow came out because they were looking around the. I don't
It
know.
went in and it caved in around
There's
it.
the ball. There's the muddy ball.
You can buy it.
Oh my fucking
It's
god!
not muddy enough.
Well, time has passed. I'm sure the mud turned to dirt.
And it's
and
too
fell off.
muddy.
It's on Antiques Roadshow.
It's the look. It exists.
Give me the high end you'd pay for it right now.
I'm not too attached.
I'd pay $4,000 for that.
You just found out about the
I'd
story.
pay $4,000 for
freak.
that ball right now. If you could give me a link to pay for that ball, I'd buy it for you. And I'd give it to you. I'd put it in display here.
All right. Well, I hope
The
there's a
mud
chance,
ball.
but I bet you went for more.
Anything more than 4,000 is great.
Are you an Antiques Roadshow guy?
I think Antiques Roadshow, when you are in the mood for it and it hits you right, is the best show ever made.
Yeah, I've only watched it at my grand. It went for 3,000.
I had that almost dead on. So there are times I will turn on Antiques Roadshow and it doesn't hit me, but when on those magical times it grabs me, it's such an incredible.
All right.
I
time.
like watching the compilations of
old people finding out it's rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
makes me feel
that's a
that
great
gives
watch.
that hits me harder than any military homecoming video, more than any dog's last day hamburger.
You got to watch some actors on that show though, because they'll know. Some of them will come on, they'll know they got something, and they'll be like, they'll have that face, and then oh, is it 35 grand really?
It almost has to be like an old war vet.
Yeah, or passed down from somebody really poor.
Yeah. Damn.
Happy birthday to John F. Kennedy and Paul Skeens.
Wow.
Two, maybe not legends.
One, Skeens is not.
I think in the right context he is. He's certainly a Louisiana State University legend already.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Would you say they both don't know who the other is?
Probably.
I know one way it doesn't work.
It's.
I don't want to say what I want to say.
I think JFK
Skeens focuses on baseball.
Skeens was here.
He was.
There wasn't a whole there.
He would have been friends with Rosemary.
No. He's an athlete.
An athlete, yeah.
He throws a ball so fast,
so hard.
I think he just doesn't like to be on camera and show personality
or talk to
which is
people.
Fine.
Yeah, definitely.
John F. Kennedy would have loved Livy.
He really would have loved Livy.
Mm-hmm.
He would have. Yes.
Got the call from David Powers. Meet him at the pool, the White House pool. Don't even bring a swimsuit. He has one for you. I was looking into John F.
He was a Hellcat, huh?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was an adulterer to that level.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was a gentle,
I knew about him and
He was
Marilyn
running them
Monroe.
through.
a gentle, loving, and efficient adult. Like
His own wife, Jackie, was cuckolded by
Yeah.
Marilyn when she popped out of his cake, right? And that was televised for all of America.
He was running them through the White House.
No, it was the Secret Service was smuggling women into the White House he had such chronic back pain that he could barely live. I didn't
JFK.
realize that. He was riddled. He had 4 unsuccessful spinal surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
He was in chronic pain.
From what?
He
War?
got his last rites sacrament 4 times.
Oh my God.
He was on pace to be crippled and paralyzed by the time he finished his term.
And he was still throwing dick?
He met Dr. Feelgood, his physician, who would just shoot him up with amphetamines, corticosteroids, methamphetamines, painkillers, and that just so he could have sex.
With not his wife.
Right. And he I like Clinton, like he was fucking a 19-year-old intern.
Yeah.
For a month.
Well, he is it proved that he was in her?
All but. Yeah,
You're talking about Clinton?
It was all but?
Yeah.
But he doesn't get the Clinton label, I think because he's tan and
Oh, no, because he died.
He died.
Because he died.
Dying is one of the best ways to get out of shit.
Yeah, he didn't get to live into his bad legacy part of, or bad part of his legacy. So it just, he got preserved.
So do you think it was the best thing that could have happened to him?
Plus, it was the 60s. I think everybody was smoking cigarettes and fucking.
Yeah, because Lyndon B. Johnson was doing it to an even higher degree.
Lyndon B was doing dick stunts.
He was pulling out his dick like it was in a holster.
Oh, he's the dick guy.
He could wrap it around twice, wrap it around the wrist twice.
No, he couldn't.
People say JFK is charming and hot. Lyndon had women in trances because he was so big and powerful and looming. And then Frank Sinatra as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were all cocksmen back then.
So the Rat Pack were like fucking each other, right?
Yeah. They were
Sammy
all,
Davis Jr. was fucking George Carlin.
George Carlin?
No, who's the comedian? no, who's the comedian that Sammy Davis Jr. was fucking?
Well, the Rat Pack was Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis, and Sammy Davis Jr. There was one more. Joey. There was a Joey.
Sammy Davis Jr. gay. Search that. Who was Joey in the Rat Pack?
There was a Joey, and I don't remember his name. He was openly bisexual, according to Paul Anka in his autobiography.
I think there's somebody pretty notable that he slept with.
Paul Anka has a wonderful voice.
Who knows?
I'm looking.
Well,
I think it was
the
a comedian.
Joey guy's name in the Rat Pack. I don't.
The Rat Pack was bigger than I thought.
Yeah, there were a lot. There were like 8 of them, right?
Yeah.
Sammy Davis, ladies man.
Yeah. Everybody.
Everybody was
people
just-
have always been, I guess.
Yeah.
Products of their era.
MLK too.
Oh yeah.
course.
Oh yeah. He was about to get exposed for cheating on his wife, right?
I think to be a celebrity back in the 60s and 70s, you were just throwing it in any hole that you could get into.
Yeah, that Bill Clinton, he didn't care.
Oh no,
He loved mid pussy. He didn't give a shit.
He had
that's his
America
autobiography.
entranced. He
A life of
Brandon won over
mid-pussy.
Black America.
Yeah, yeah.
Bill.
Well, he played saxophone. He went on Arsenio Hall.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bill Clinton?
Oh
Yeah, that's how he won the election. He went on fucking Arsenio Hall playing the saxophone.
That's all it takes.
Arsenio was great. Long ass fingers.
Does he have long fingers?
Arsenio Hall.
I've never seen his
You know,
fingers.
come on. Long fingers.
Arsenio Hall had
Madam.
huge fingers. Fingers were forever.
They look like regular hands.
No,
brother.
no. You got to see him when he's doing. Look at his. Arsenio
Brandon,
Hall.
those look like regular.
Those
These
regular
long-
fingers. My big fat white ass.
Regular fingers. He
Look
said.
at his one. Look at his one down there.
Oh, they're thick too.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's.
Look at that
Yes.
finger.
Is it known? Has he always been like a?
Yeah, he's a huge finger guy.
Is this a thing that you just
Arsenio
noticed?
Hall might be the #1 finger guy in the world.
No.
Look at that.
Look at that thing. It's got like 4 knuckles.
It's bigger than my penis.
Well, yeah.
Well, duh. I mean, that goes without saying.
Did he like white women?
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
What's the point of being a black celebrity if you don't like white women?
Yeah. Honestly.
Yeah,
That's why we played the game.
That's why you get into the game,
that's
man.
gospel right there.
I don't know. I'm sure. I don't know what his wife looks like. I don't know anything about his sexual behavior. I know he was
Dion's
running.
got long
He ran
fingers.
with Eddie Murphy though.
Eddie Murphy, a white woman guy?
I don't think so.
He ate off the naked white woman.
Yeah, he also.
Oh, he's got a white wife.
Well, yeah. Now,
I think post Doolittle,
yeah.
Oh
he got, yeah.
It was Doolittle that
Fucking
did it.
hot too.
Yeah.
He had a prostitute thing too. I don't. Was this prostitute a man?
No, Eddie?
That would be
Who was Divine Brown? That was Hugh Grant.
There was Divine. Yes,
Divine Brown.
Hugh Grant was a big prostitute guy.
Yeah,
and
that
a
was Hugh
trans prostitute guy, right?
I think Divine. I don't know if Divine Brown was a trans.
I believe there was a.
Maybe it was Eddie Murphy got caught with a trans. Somebody got caught with a prostitute that wasn't. I don't know. Let me stop. It's 2025.
Lola. I didn't realize Frank Sinatra was such a petite little boy.
Was
How
he?
tall is he?
Do you know what Ava Gardner said about him?
No.
Yeah, he's 119 pounds, but 19 of those pounds are cock.
That is.
Wow, that's very
What?
crass.
I know, it kind of turned me
Was
on.
that
but-
on?
like Ava Gardner said cock?
Yeah, I didn't know there was slinging the word cock around like that.
It was an
Where did she say that?
It was enormous.
Um,
Frank Sinatra's secret weapon. Old Blue Eyes.
I want the exact what is
Who was the very famous porn star who had the giant dick?
Not John Holmes. John Holmes.
He couldn't get fully erect or else he'd pass out.
Yeah, I had a teacher named Joe Holmes. We used to make fun of him for having a big fat dick, but he was gay.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
19 pounds.
He only weighs 119, but 19 pounds is cock.
I don't know if that's a good ratio.
No, I wouldn't want a 19
That's-
pound
Man's
cock.
19% cock.
That's a jockey with a horse cock.
Yeah, in the future when jockey and horse become one.
Which is happening.
What?
So we're on pace.
Is that happening,
It's
guys?
bound to fucking happen. Look at the way the world is.
It's only a matter of fucking time.
Yeah, JFK had at the time he was shot, he had asthma, Addison's disease, hypothyroidism, colitis, severe back pain, insomnia, recurrent fevers, an intractable urinary tract infection, stomach ulcer, prostatitis, depression, anxiety. You didn't have to throw that in there. And an upset stomach. Yeah, he was riddled
He had
with
an upset
disease.
tummy?
Riddled with disease.
He
It
Do
did
you
him a
think
favor.
that he asked to be shot?
Yeah, was that what killed him, or was it the bullet that went through his brain?
I bet you he died right before.
That's a good theory.
The timing was so great.
Just like right before. Peacefully as fuck.
Peaceful.
Lee Harvey's like, you guys are not gonna believe this.
He was already dead.
Is it illegal to shoot a dead guy?
Yeah, right. He gets off.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't shoot a dead guy anymore.
Oh man. Anything else?
Jackie Kennedy had a fat ass.
Oh yeah, but it wasn't enough for him.
Really?
That was like the most realistic.
Yeah.
Really? I don't think fat asses were liked back then, though.
No, it was a sign of poverty.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's unfortunately that's her best photo of her climbing out the back of the car.
Gay as fuck for falling asleep. JFK gay as fuck for falling asleep when Jackie fat ass out like this.
It looks like a JPEG Mafia album cover.
It looks sick.
Those are cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there is one person from Laval, the suburb of Montreal, who gets it's XQC.
Oh, the streamer.
I didn't realize. I looked him up. He's filthy rich.
Yeah.
And the numbers he gets and the amount of times, the amount of hours he's put into streaming. 3 years.
Of online time?
3 years of streaming time.
Oh my
He's been
god.
on camera streaming for 3 years.
Yeah, it's like 20-some thousand hours.
Would you guys be depressed if you knew your hour count?
Yeah.
Like if you've been on stream for 9 months of your life?
Yeah, that would be a little scary, but like
Well, that's the price of doing business, though, right?
right. I mean, it's also that's our job.
Yeah.
If it wasn't my job and I was doing that,
Yeah.
this is his job too. So that's just such a
I guess it
dedication.
became his job because he made it that way, right?
He did it so much.
His hair has wild changes.
Yeah, it's the passage of time. He got like pretty much divorced on stream, didn't he?
I couldn't keep up.
His lore is
his esports controversy section is insane.
Wait,
Yes.
really?
It was like he got the Dallas Fuel benched him and suspended him for homophobic comments, and then he did a racist emote and got kicked off the Dallas Fuel.
Oh,
What's a
He's got the whole
emote?
set.
He,
Racist?
This is hilarious.
he would come into the esports arena, which always looked like a set of the Hunger Games. It looks like one of the mega churches Joel Osteen shows, and he would run like a gorilla into it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't know that was considered racist.
No, I
mean,
think it
No.
was an emote is like the little emoticon, right?
yeah, but it can also be like a dance move.
So I guess when like there's one of a black guy, it's called like something try hard or something.
Oh, okay.
And whenever like another black person would come on the stream, like, he would spam that.
Oh, you can't do
Well,
that.
it's probably his chat.
Oh, is that the emote?
Right, that. Which
Oh.
isn't racist inherently.
But if you're doing it just when
But then if you think about it, if like a black guy comes on screen and you just point and say black, 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 black,
the same thing.
it's kind of
of bad.
Yeah, so he got in trouble during esports and then decided to start streaming and then just became wildly more popular and famous.
This controversy reminds me of do you remember Habbo Hotel?
Mm-mm.
Person, place, or thing.
All
You
three.
could just say no. Habbo Hotel was like
Game.
before Club Penguin.
Okay, this
It was a
looks
big
familiar.
public hotel that you could just go and chat with people.
Mhm.
But there was this thing that went on called Pools Closed, where you made your guy have the biggest afro, black guy, and it just everybody was matching. It wasn't because he was black, and you would block people from entering the pool and say Pools Closed. And so somebody printed out a picture of that guy and put it on an actual public pool and said Pools Closed, and the city thought it was like this big racist attack.
Oh.
Yeah, like a segregated pool.
Yeah.
Which was
I can see how they get their wires crossed. on that.
definitely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. SQC, they call him the juicer.
What's the juice? What's XQC stand for?
I don't know what it stands
It's the
for.
last letter of Felix, his name, and the code for the abbreviation for Quebec.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So he speaks French?
Yes.
Probably.
It's got a very funny accent.
Yeah, it's a funny accent up there.
And he also got a ban for he received a 3-day ban from Twitch for streaming a video that contained explicit content, specifically a penis.
This guy's a bad boy.
I got that. I got a ban 3 days for a boob.
Yeah, that's cool.
None of this is like that bad though.
A penis. I don't know. It's like I bet you Tommy loves XQC.
I'll have to check when I get home. He's into political political thrillers now.
Who's he watching?
Thrillers?
He's got some. He's in his World War II era right now. I think it's happening a lot younger than it ought to.
Premature.
Yeah,
I'm still
but
saving it.
he's in his World War II era right now.
Oh, I'd love to talk with him about it.
Yeah,
I'm civil right now.
yeah,
I'm still WW2. I
yeah.
think I'm just gonna stay there.
And he's only in like 1933, so he thinks this H guy's got some good ideas.
Oh,
No.
okay, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
He's in the beer.
Kill him.
He's in the push era.
Yeah, no, he's been watching that. Yeah,
Yeah, good for him.
Get him some Hugo Boss.
he's a quizzical
He
little boy.
is. I'm very. It's always impressive to me.
Not really a little boy though.
Did you see the
Turning
books?
15
Did
this
you see the
month.
books I gave him last time he was in?
I did.
I sent him home with some
a
literature.
survival handbook.
When there is no dentist, when there is no doctor, so it's a book on how to do your own dental and surgery.
Yeah, no, he's got.
I made him swear he would not operate.
You've given him weapons and manifestos.
not manifestos, guides.
You've been giving him weapons and manifestos. If he is,
I made him swear to God
yeah.
that he would not operate on him or his kin.
If there's ever a made-for-TV movie explaining the origins of Tommy, you're going to be featured heavily.
I gave him some books that would make him an independent
One
man.
was How to Survive When Nobody Else is Around.
No, when there is no dentist is one of the most recommended books when it comes.
I'm going to take a picture of these books. That's not the book I saw.
What did you see?
Mine was like How to Survive when all
The
else
SAS
is,
Survival
When
Handbook.
your dad
Yeah,
sucks.
something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Something he don't need to be having. Because he's going to create a situation where he is the only one around.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, chapter 1, how to create the scenario.
Right? How to get rid of everybody.
Well, first thing you gotta do is get there.
Yeah.
If he's tanning your hide when I come over,
He's just got an open oven going.
Anybody want some Brandon?
Speaking of parenting aging children,
Yes.
Mook.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Excalibur.
What's up, Papa?
Hey, doing good.
Do you know about Mook?
What?
He went on a date with a
Brandon,
42-year-old.
how old's your mom?
68?
How old are you?
46?
Okay.
Okay.
How old's your wife?
47?
Okay.
Okay.
How? And you dated a 42?
Yes.
42.
And she's also a wife.
Yeah.
A current wife?
Current active wife.
She's on the wife register.
Yes.
And practicing too.
How was the
Daily.
Daily. Yeah.
Mook? You don't go on dates with those people, do you?
Every Tuesday.
Whoa, wait. You've been on one, correct?
Yeah, but we have a schedule.
What do you mean you've planned a second?
We have a schedule now.
You've planned several indefinitely?
Our calendars are synced up.
My biggest fear was realized.
That
You fell in love.
he did.
Called feelings.
She sent me home with cookies.
Oh gave him a goodie
She gave me
She gave him a trio of
Hey, Mook,
cookies.
I get it.
chocolate chip butterscotch cookies, and they were so good.
Did you let her know?
Yeah.
Via Snapchat?
Yes.
How'd you let her know they were good?
I just said, "Holy shit, these are amazing! Like, thank you for the cookies."
Holy fucking, did you go Adam Levine?
So, like,
Holy fucking shit, these fucking
she's in an
cookies.
open relationship.
Yes.
Her husband comes home and smells cookies. He's like, oh, fuck.
She's been stressed out.
Yeah, she's getting railed out tonight.
Yeah.
And how old are the kids?
I don't want to
Right.
divulge any
Fair.
information about the kids, but they are sentient.
Very.
Are they at
Very
an age where they are algorithmically perceptible to Mook?
They know XQC or Kai Cenat
Okay.
or, and like Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously I am many degrees of separation, but they are aware of streamers streaming, all of the above.
Okay. Well, so next Tuesday?
Wait, I want to know how the date went.
Get it where you can get it,
of
Mook.
course. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about
I
it.
cooked. I did my thing.
Like, what'd you joke about? Like, were your jokes obviously.
Yeah, what
time?
Like I don't even know. Like,
so
where
you
do
were
find
30
common
minutes late
ground?
for the date,
Yeah, she was really mad at me.
and you probably
nice.
loved that.
Yeah, that's actually. She scolded you.
Wait, you made her wait 30 minutes?
I had a show.
And you still got cookies?
Yeah, still got. I don't want to divulge.
Right,
much
I get it.
information
I
about
get
this
it.
woman. I think I
Yeah.
overstepped on the first episode. I'll say this.
You can censor whatever.
Well, that's because now you have very strong feelings.
That is he's right.
Mhm.
Unbelievable. Man.
Yeah, no, you don't have to divulge anything about that. I want to know what you talked about.
It was like interview style.
It's like any first date.
I was concerned about the husband. I was concerned about the kids. I was concerned about. I had a lot of questions about this open deal, and it was more of that. And then we talked a little bit of baseball.
Naturally.
We got into an argument that like football and baseball, which sport is better. It was just first date banter, like getting to know each other.
Okay.
She smelled good.
Smelled great.
Yeah.
She has a.
But you don't want to divulge.
We don't want to divulge
Fuck.
any.
So you're going to describe her pussy on
Yeah.
that. I don't want to.
Yeah. So did she bring a pen with her?
No, but she has a physical calendar.
To like write down dates and stuff.
Yeah, she had to go. She said Tuesday nights work best for her. So
So that's mommy night.
Mm-hmm.
mommy night, Tuesday night.
Tuesday nights.
I'll bring you guys cookies next time.
Please. Mama.
Wait. So today is Wednesday as
Yeah.
we speak.
Yeah.
So,
we did Memorial Day because that
Oh, okay.
was our first link.
so we're not in the direct aftermath of a.
No, there was it went really south last week. I can't talk about that.
Okay.
But then we made up, and then I was 30 minutes late again, and she was very upset with me. But then I smoothed it over.
Good for
There
you.
we go.
Thank you.
That's one.
This will end well.
I agree.
It's gonna end in death.
It just has to, right?
I'm not worried.
It's on pace to end well. It's starting well, so it's probably going to end well.
Yeah.
You don't want to step on any toes, but you said you wanted to step father. Mookie.
42 isn't even that old.
No.
It's like I
Look,
look.
I wouldn't date a 42-year-old.
42 is
Yeah. What's your age once you get divorced?
Oh no! Once I get divorced or go ahead and pull the trigger on cheating, I'm knocking out the 30s.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
wouldn't go 29?
No,
But, 40,
no.
40
I'll
look
be
it up,
much-
Nick. There's some young cats at 42 years
Nicki
my
old.
shadow
Minaj.
ball era.
Minaj, young. Carrie Underwood.
Anne Hathaway.
Still in her 30s?
40. These are all 42-year-olds.
42.
Emily Blunt. God damn.
Yeah.
Priyanka Chopra.
Yeah.
And you're Nick Jonas's age.
Makes sense.
Frankie Grande. Lil Boosie.
Wait, are we doing me now or him?
Boosie.
Him. Okay.
We're
Little
talking about
Boosie.
We're talking about 42-year-olds.
Little Boosie.
Little Boosie.
You forgot the badass.
Little Boosie badass.
Come on, Dwayne Wade.
The hottest women in their 40s. Rachel McAdams. Dude, this is the hottest age gap. The age range.
Hot ass age.
I mean, yeah, because you're looking at it. If you were looking at 30s to 40s, you'd be blown away too.
I
And
bet you 39 sounds ugly.
no, there's gonna be some hot 39.
Yeah,
I
I
bet
bet.
you there ain't.
You don't think there's any hot
I bet you it's
39-year-olds?
just like a weak age for hotness.
You think there was just a bad year, a bad batch in there? What was 39 be? 1986?
That's impressive.
Take it. Never mind.
What? Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeffree Star.
39.
Megan Starr, Jeffree Megan Fox, Anna Kendrick, and Jeffree Star. I was so wrong. Ashley Tisdale, Jeffree Star, Amber
Yeah,
Heard,
you said him.
Jeffree Star. All right, I'll eat crow.
All right. God
All
bless.
right, God bless. That's it.